All right, everybody, what is going on? We are hopping into a 200% showcase here for 16, 17, and 18, the newly EZA LR on Global and JP as part of the FighterZ celebration. Here we go. Oh, this is interesting. You can actually see their attack and defense here from this screen now. That's interesting. I mean, I still like to see it here better, but that is interesting that you can see the 302, 587 here now. That's very good. So here they are, Androids 16 or 17 and 18 and 16, I guess is more correct. We got 3 links active here, and we do have support from the Dr. Giro and not Dr. 19 and 20. Anyway, here we go. Let's go ahead and grab some orbs here for these guys now. 17, 18, or 16, 17, and 18, the LR androids right here, they're going to be getting a little bit of defense on super attack. They get defense whenever they dodge, so we're just going to kind of let them go to town here. I'll just kind of show them off, and we'll do a couple rotations of them here and see how they do. We'll try to get 16 in the video as well. It'll just depend on what's going on, but we're on the Super 17 team. These guys don't really have a lot of 200%. They only have 2 on Global at the moment. I think it's the same on JP. And both of them are very outdated teams. And by outdated, I mean just like bad. I don't know that they were ever in date to begin with. And we see them open up there with 11.5 million attack stat, by the way, which is really good. But yeah, that's the only 200% teams that they have, so we're gonna have to get a little bit creative probably whenever we start doing their world tour. They may or may not actually be on a 200% leader whenever we do those showcases, but anyway, there they were on their first rotation. We'll be back for their next. Alright, so we took a lot of damage on that last turn, but we have a really good rotation for them here. I kind of want to exchange because we already have it available to us. I mean, there's almost no reason not to if it's here, right? Oh god, I actually hate this new update. You know, it's better. No, this sucks ass, man. Shut up. I don't care. Like, let me just hold it because, like, I don't want it up on the screen permanently. I don't like it. Like this, you know? Like, I just want to hold it up. I want to have it there for half a second, and then I want to take it away. But anyway, here they are, about the same defensive level, but we do have them linked up here now. The links active now are Android Assault, Solid Support, Shocking Speed, Soul vs. Soul, and Fierce Battle. Only thing that we're missing is Infinite Energy. Can we get that with these guys? No. Okay, so the only thing we're missing is Infinite Energy. That's the only, like, major link that we're missing. Legendary Power is just attack. Infinite Energy does give 5% defense, but that's okay. We could go ahead and transform here. What type of support are these guys giving? Are they just giving offensive support, right? All allies, or I'm sorry, what? All allies 34% attack, 16% defense when there's a super class enemy. All allies 18% attack, 34% defense when there's an extreme class enemy. Okay, so there's extreme class enemies, so we have the extra defense right here for them. Now, they do build up by dodging, so this would be a good term to get them built up. But again, I just want to show 16 in the video. So let's go ahead and exchange into him and get that. Alright, here we go. We got Android 16 out now. Now, this guy is an absolute monster, okay? Here he is. Again, we have 5 out of 7 links activated. The only thing we're missing is Infinite Energy and Legendary Power. But we do have a lot of support on this rotation. Now, let's talk about 16 real quick, okay? 16, really all you need to know about him is that he gets all of his defense on super attack, and it is quite a bit, okay? So we can see him here at 394, 877. Let me go ahead and pull the calculator up for you guys so that you can see this. Real quick. Hang on, let me switch to 16. Hello? Hello? There we go. Thank you. So here we go. Right, here's the calculator. We can see that 16 is at 394, 877. Please work. There we go. 394, 877. Okay? So he gets... can we switch to the EZA, please? There we go. So he gets 160% when performing a super attack. So we take that into account by multiplying by 2.6. Alright, so he's going to be at over 1 million defense before his 50% on super attack even kicks in. So now, every time he does a super attack, we're going to get 50%. So if we single super attack, we're going to get, 500,000 defense, basically. If we double super, we're going to be over 2 million. If we get 3, then we're going to be like at 2.5 million defense, right? So let's say, hypothetically, he gets a triple super attack here. We will multiply by 2.5. That's his defense after a triple super attack right here. 2.56 million. For context, right? ZAMASU, Fusion ZAMASU. The physical fusion ZAMASU. After he super attack, or his super attack damage to 16 would be 1.96 million, okay? If you go look it up, you can go on Dokkan Info, you can look up these stats if you just go to events, right? And you'll see that Fusion ZAMASU does 1.75 million, right? But he gets a 30% attack raise on his normals, or he gets a 30% attack raise when he supers. So you take his normals, which are 700,000, you multiply it by that 30%, that gets you 210,000. You add that to his super damage of 1.75 million for a total of 1.96 million damage that guy does on his super attack. And then Android 16 is an extreme class unit, and so they're class neutral, and then they're also the same type, so they're class, or they're type neutral as well, which means that the damage is 1-to-1. So obviously, being over 2 million defense, we're just going to double-digit tank his super attacks, is what we're getting at here. Even after just a double super on this turn, we would be at, like, 2 million, basically, which would be over the threshold to double-digit tank this guy after just a double super. On top of that, he's giving us, like, guaranteed crits, right here. So, like, we're under 66% HP, so we're going to be doing guaranteed crits. He launches an additional super attack when there's an Android/Stealth Saga category enemy, or when all allies in the same turn are Androids category characters, which we do have active. So, we're going to be doing at least, you know, probably a double super, maybe a triple, at which point his defense is going to be absolutely insane. If you guys are wondering how to calculate this guy's defense very easily, what you would do, right, is you would just take, for a single super, it would be 2.6 times 1.5. So after one super attack, you would take his start of turn defense, which we see right here is 394,877, and multiply it by 3.9. That would be after one super. For two super attacks, you would do 2.6, again, which is for the 160% in his passive, multiplied by 2, because now he has 100% from his super attack effects, right? So that'd be a 5.2. And then for a triple super, you would do 2.6 times 2.5 for 6.5. So again, that's 2.6 times 1.5, 3.9. So, and then 2.6 times 2, and then, you know, what did I say? 2.6 times 2.5. So those are your multipliers. So after a triple super, you would take whatever you see at the start of turn. In this case, it's 394,877, multiply by 6.5, and that's his defense post super, which again should get us back up to that 2.5 million number that we saw. Yep, right there. Anyway, let's see what he does. That was a lot of talking just to do this. All right, so let's grab those. Let's get a little bit of healing here. I am a little bit spooked. We could die on this rotation, and if we do, I'll just cut and come back. But this is going to be, like, the best, like, situation that we see for 16. I should have gotten him up to 24 key, like, super attack, but, I mean, it's fine, right? So here he is at a 20 million attack stat. Again, we're getting quite a bit of support. What, 58% offensive support, I think? And guaranteed crit. Yep, that's not a guaranteed additional super attack, but what, a high chance? No, it is a guaranteed additional super attack. And then we could do one more. Okay, we got the hidden potential normal, but that's okay. So, yeah, so that is a guaranteed additional super attack, not just a... for some reason, I thought it was a high chance. No. It's a guaranteed crit and a guaranteed double super in that situation right there. So that is absolutely insane. Okay, we're not guarding, so we're probably dead here from Rosé's super attack unless we dodge it. I'll go ahead and cut, and we'll get another rotation, hopefully of the LR androids going a little bit crazy here. Okay, we're back here, going over these guys. Let's just go ahead and get some dodges in for them. Hopefully we don't just get embarrassed this time by this boss. I never give this boss any respect, and they have punished me a few times for it. Guys, please dodge, man. I do have like a full dodge build on my 16, 17, and 18. Okay, very nice. We love that, and here they are at 11 million attack set again. Again, they have a 50% chance to dodge. And then plus a full dodge build on top of that. So, you know, fellas, any day, you know. Up to you guys. You know, they are supporting the rotation, though, which is nice. Not looking too great here from the 16, 17, and 18 side. I'd say Android... Or, I'm sorry, the 17 and 18 side is not looking very good. I mean, their whole role to me is to dodge and support. And if you're not dodging, you're missing out on half your rolls. So for some people, half of people, they're going to be fantastic, right? They're going to dodge everything and be amazing. But if you're like me and you just don't get them to ever dodge, then they're definitely going to not impress you at all. Because, you know, like they get stats whenever they dodge. It's like they look impressive when they dodge. If they're not dodging, they're not looking impressive. So we'll be right back, hopefully. I mean, can we survive this rotation? I guess we'll find out shortly. Spoiler, we died. So let's see if we can get a dodge in here, guys. Let's see what happens. I did bring items this time for the off rotations so that I stopped dying on them and having to restart this fight because it's starting to annoy me. Here they are at a 12.6 million attack stat. Again, very nice. Very good numbers from them. They are supporting. In theory, they can dodge. So, you know, it kind of is what it is, right? Okay, any day, fellas. There we go. Woo! We got one. They might have dodged the first one. I wasn't paying attention, but there we go. By the way, this is their best linking partner, and this banner unit sucks. Like, imagine last year if they had just made this banner unit not complete trash. Like, we actually might have a good unit on the Android team, but giving them their weirdo chance to dodge was just a horrible mistake. So they should have just been, like, guarding. Or, I'm sorry, I say dodge, I meant guard. Like, they should have just been guarding, but here we are. Let's go ahead and cut to the next rotation. Hopefully, it should be like the best rotation that we get in the video, assuming they dodge and do things correctly. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back with this rotation again. I think this is like their best rotation, at least on this team anyway. So we'll see this again. You know, again, 5 out of 7 links activated. Hopefully they give us some dodges. I mean, that's like their whole value, right? Is that they can be this nice, flexible piece that you can put on their teams, like the Android team. They support, they dodge, you know, things like that. So yeah, there we go. Hopefully we can get a couple more. There we go. So I believe that's all 3 dodges that they need now to tank. They're at a 14 million attack stat. These guys look awesome, and as long as they are dodging, they're going to be providing you a lot of value to the teams that they're on, and they're going to be helping you out in these really difficult fights, which makes them really valuable in a lot of difficult content. But if it's like this, where you're only dodging like 1 in every 4 attacks, you're probably not going to enjoy them as much as other people who they're just dodging all over the place for, right? It's like, this unit is going to be one of the ones that from the community, it's like, yeah, they can be really good for you. And 16 especially can look very flashy, but if you're not able to survive until 16 shows up, there's going to be a lot of people who end up not liking this unit, just because they're not going to be, it's like, for everybody else it dodges, but for me they don't, you know, and I have a feeling I'm going to be one of those people, but we will see. We will see what happens as we move on into the showcases. So, I don't think we're going to get another rotation out of 16. I will try, but if not, we will just go ahead and move into the breakdown from here. All right, everybody, we're just moving into the breakdown here. I got to turn 12, and we weren't getting these guys out anytime soon, so I'll keep playing here in the background. Maybe we'll get another turn of 16 in the video. I highly doubt it, but I'm going to go ahead and start trying to move forward here with just the breakdown. So anyway, this is the Android's journey, Android 16, 17, and 18, or I'm sorry, Android 17 and 18 / Android 16, because they are an exchange unit. Their leader skill is Android's category key 4, HP attack and defense 170%, or extreme physical key 4, HP attack and defense 100%. Pretty good for, you know, like if you're trying to run the Android team, you know, I would say default to 21, but I would say actually if you're going against Fusion ZAMASU, running 2 of these guys could be like really beneficial, so keep that in mind. Super attack is the Bloody Crash Extreme, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage and lowers attack and defense, so you can see those percentages right there. Their Ultra Super attack is the Triple Annihilation Extreme, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers attack and defense. Again, you can see all of the percentages there. This is their passive skill. The Android's True Might, key 3, HP, or key 3 attack and defense, 178% at the start of turn. Additional 78% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Medium chance of dodging enemy attacks, including super attacks. Additional 3 key and chance of evading enemy attacks, plus 66%. Additional 3 key and chance of evading enemy attacks, including super attacks, plus 20%. When HP is 66% or more at the start of turn. So obviously you want to have this active, but the nice thing being is that if you fall below 66% HP, you can exchange into Android 16. So that is something to keep in mind. Additional 35% defense within the same turn and launches an additional attack that's a high chance of becoming a super attack for 3 turns after evading an attack. This is very nice. Now, this buff will add up here to this buff right here. So it'll be a total of, what is that, 113% when you perform a super attack. So it is only just 1 dodge, right? For some reason, I thought it was 3 dodges. But no, it's defense plus 35% within the same turn, and launches an additional attack that's a high chance of becoming a super attack for 3 turns. So you get the additional for 3 turns, you get the defense for 1 turn. So you got to dodge an attack every turn. This is going to be good for AoE fights. It's going to be good for... just if you put them in slot 1, you get that extra defense. So that is nice, right? You'll never actually see this active, I guess, right? Am I forgetting something? 78% when performing a super, medium chance of evading, plus an additional defense plus 35% within the same turn, and launches an additional attack as a high chance of becoming a super attack. No, wait, within the same turn. I don't know. Maybe this stays up. I don't think it does. I think this resets every turn. And then they do give Android category allies 2 key and 50% attack and defense. So that's pretty good. Down here, this is the exchange with 16 for 3 turns, so that's 2 rotate. Well, it's not 2 rotations if you float him, but if you keep him on rotation and you don't float them off, that you'll get 2 turns of 16, which is nice. Active condition is 66% or less, so you can, in theory, use it on turn 1. Can be activated when HP is 66% or less with 2 or more Android category allies on the team. So you do have to have Android, units with you. Or can be activated at any time when facing a Cell. Cell Junior, Cell Max excluded. So these are the links: Infinite Energy, Android Assault, Solid Support, Shocking Speed, Soul vs. Soul, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. This is an okay link set. I mean, as far as androids go, it's a solid android link set. This is a character that you do need to be link leveling because these android links get a lot of juice whenever you get them up to level 10. Like especially Android Assault, it gets 2 key and an extra 10% defense. You got to link level this character. So these are their categories, and as a result, they are not on many 200%. So we probably won't be running any of these in their showcases. I'm probably just going to showcase them on 21's team throughout the World Tour. I might try to bust these guys out for one video, but we'll see. I hate this unit so much. They are so bad. These are their best linking partners. Again, it's just a bunch of Android units. Probably the only relevant one is this guy. Everyone else here is just like a bunch of solid support, fierce battle, legendary power units. That's what you're seeing down here. Maybe shocking speed. So nothing much going on. By the way, we died. So, yeah, we're not going to get to see 16, 17, and 18. They do have we're not going to get to see the 16 exchange again, so I'm glad I got it in the video in the very beginning. They do have a farmable super attack. It's from the Friend Point SSR of the free-to-play androids, so that's good. You can farm up their super attack. And then once you exchange to 16, again, links do change. Shocking speed becomes tough as nails. Categories don't change. Linking partners change a little bit because you get like these 16s in here, but overall not really a big change. Leader skill doesn't change. The super attack, he now gets 50% on both of his super attacks, attack and defense. He lowers attack and defense on his 12 key, and then he sacrifices your own HP on his 18 key. So he is going to lose 6% HP, but I mean, that's a fine price to pay, right? For a double super attack, at least, guaranteed crit type guys. So that's good. Key 8 to 40% at the start of turn. Additional 160% when performing a super. High chance to crit. Guaranteed crit if your HP is 66% or less at the start of turn, or a Cell, excluding Cell Junior and Cell Max are at there. Launches an additional super attack when there is another android-sized Cell Saga category enemy, or when all allies in the turn are androids. So, again, you're probably only going to be using this guy on an android's team, so it's going to it's going to be very easy for this guy to double super and, like, guaranteed crit. So, great unit, great defensive option. This guy, like, they're going to be a great option, honestly, for Fusion ZAMASU. That's why whenever I saw some people trying to predict the EZA for, like, this celebration, and some people were bringing up 13, it's like, yeah, 13's okay, but this unit could be an absolute killer for, like, Fusion ZAMASU, which 21's team needs, and they are. They are, like, a Fusion ZAMASU killer. Just with the dodge in the first phase, type advantage, this guy being able to just straight up tank Fusion ZAMASU is just incredible. So let me know what you guys think about these guys, 16, 17, and 18. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to catch you guys next time.